Hey, how's it going? Today is 4th of January, Thursday, and we're taking a look at what kind of opportunities are available out there in the market. Well, something that I will begin trying to understanding. I think it was the beginning of this week when I was taking a look at what was the process of receiving license for drilling. Myself, I'm trying to understand what was the entire process. Since currently, even if I were to look at aviation and all automotive and all industrial vehicles and how those vehicles would be powered in the first place, there are not necessarily the enough sources to power those vehicles, right? So something myself, I'm looking to understand how to receive license and extracting, whatever case might be. There's so many different ways how to power those vehicles, right? So that would lead us to today's video, and I'm going to be taking a look at North Sea Transition Authority. That's the name of organization, right? Since it's called North Sea, there's a lot of things happening there where potentially I'm going to be looking into United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Netherlands, Germany, perhaps. And they're all operating, and all those governments are doing something in there. Myself, perhaps I'm gonna try to get in there and see what's happening there, right? This authority might be responsible just for what says the name, right? So it North Sea Transition Authority, right? Myself, I'll try to understand it and perhaps share some of the information with others, but myself, not necessarily I would limit my options only to North Sea. There might be a lot of other projects happening, right? So that's what I'm saying. There's other projects that are happening as well. Usually, when I'm approaching any government institution or anything with regards to any problem that I'm looking to solve, there's no energy. Usually people not collaborating. There's no energy. That it seems like there is a lot of energy happening over here. That's kind of a worrying factor. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's government. I don't know if it's private company, but there is a lot, lot of energy happening here. Might be a lot of finances happening. Money changing hands. Well, I don't know. I don't know. This is my feelings coming into this website, and the way how well this website has been managed. It's way too much energy. We hold offshore and onshore petroleum licensing rounds, inviting applications from oil companies and making awards to those bids that promise to ensure economic recovery of United Kingdom's oil and gas resources, while supporting the drive to a net zero carbon by 2050. So I'm kind of taking part in many projects that I cannot talk about, but there will be just named a few, right? Perhaps for others who are interested, go. I would recommend go ahead and try to accomplish some of the projects for yourself, right? That would be perhaps offshore petroleum licensing rounds, carbon storage licensing rounds, onshore petroleum licensing rounds, and past licensing rounds. So for those of you who are interested, there might be some opportunities there. I think this opportunity currently live. That will be the 33rd offshore licensing round. The 33rd offshore licensing round officially opened on 7th of October 2022 and closed for applications for license on 12th of January. So it's currently live and it's going to be live for another 8 days, right? The licensing round was formulated in compliance with the climate compatibility checkpoints, okay, CCC, which was published by the Department for Business, Energy, and Industry Strategy. Well, so there's additional information there, but what I'm saying, perhaps depending, again, it might be based on where you would like to operate. This particular governing body might be able to give you license with particular region. I think that's what it's about. But again, I'm just coming into this and I'm trying to understand it, what this organization is all about. I don't think there is anything about carbon capture based on my limited research that I have done with some of those organizations in Australia and what they have did there. That would be percentage-wise a very, very small percentage. How much capital was invested into this? It was so much invested. but I don't know how successful they are. I don't think there's a large percentage currently been carbon storage and capture and storage, right? So there's carbon capture, storage, and there's something else that I think, or maybe usage, I guess, or they're doing something with it. I have seen what they are trying to do. They're trying to, once it's been captured, they would be trying to perhaps use it to pump underground. So by pumping underground, they would potentially pump more oil potentially. So that perhaps, but as we speak, there's a lot of things happening, right? But what I'm saying is, perhaps even to do anything, you need to receive license. The window for NSTA to receive nominations for carbon dioxide appraisal and storage license areas closed on Friday, 13th of May 2002. Following considerations of nominations received on the 14th of June 2002, the NSDA launched a carbon storage licensing round, inviting applications for a number of areas across the UK CS, including the North Sea, Central North Sea, East Irish Sea, and Southern North Sea. Oh, okay. So that would be area perhaps what this organization would be responsible for, I guess. Applications for carbon storage licensing round closed at the 13th of BST on the 13th of September 2022. On the 18th of May 2023, NSD offered for award 20 carbon storage license at offshore sites. So again, they offer 20, and perhaps they close the doors, right? We might open those doors again to let in another 20 or so, but it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do. Quickly, I can touch on potentially strategy in the makings, right? Even yesterday, I was taking a look at the aviation, right? And it's something that was highlighted in the newspapers that the quote unquote, there's not enough cooking oil, right? With aviation. But there's a projects in the makings where they can potentially, you can suggest how to build the plane. So if, or similar platform to move things right from point A to point B, but either way, there's not enough cooking oil, right? So before progressing to that, that would be perhaps the ways how to power it, and this organization might be able to help you to receive license how to power aviation, right? Well, the plants that I have seen, not necessarily ones that I was looking at would be North Sea, right? But let's take a look at, since we're taking a look at this governing institution, the plans might be how hydrogen can be produced. And that would be for many reasons. One of those reasons might be noise pollution, right? So there are windmills potentially can make a lot of noise, and windmills, I don't know who's manufacturing those. Some of those companies might be able to manufacture at scale those windmills, perhaps Germany, without promoting any projects. There might be just a few companies who can manufacture those, right? So what I'm saying is there's a project in place where the way how hydrogen can be produced, and that would be deep down within North Sea, right? So that's just an example of how, as well as I have previously touched on how hydrogen can potentially be produced, as well as there's a free course for people who get interested in taking a course in better understanding it. But briefly, I will touch on there is different classifications of how hydrogen can be produced using what kind of sources. If we were to produce hydrogen using renewable sources, so that would potentially be a green hydrogen, right? And that's an example of how it could be produced. I don't know if it's feasible, how much energy would it require, but basically that's where everything should begin. That's where the magic would happen, right? Once we have hydrogen, we can progress in actually thinking about building something. I think that's the best way of doing it. Just put perhaps things into perspective, right? If you would reach out to some of those governments, for example, People's Republic of China, and you ask them to build something, if they don't have all the necessary tools or resources to build it, they won't gonna take on the project, right? This is how they operating there. So then we can come back here and take a look at perhaps you can how you can build how you can build aviation or similar perhaps vehicle or a platform, right? Without having necessary tools to have power it, right? And what I'm saying is, I have touched on that previously, as well as there might be licensing involved where you, before operating anything and or producing hydrogen, again, you need to receive license, right? Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a book, a game strategy, where within this book I'm taking a look and I'm looking to share this book and all material and, if anything, concepts, right, with as many people as I can. That would be where to begin, how to structure your business, and main pieces of the puzzle, how to structure your business coming into this. That would be doing a lot of research. That would be phase one, and trying to understand the different sectors, thing what will require of you operating within those sectors. That potentially be more of the research work. From there, progressing into taking action based on that research, and or setting up a company and starting operating, acquiring customers, and generating capital. That's phase two, progressing into phase three. Once you have surplus resources, perhaps allocating those resources to other projects and beginning investing. So that would be a phase three. You can find it in QR code in the corner company's website below. Again, it's not that I wanted to play house, I'm gonna have to. I'm working together and see if there's opportunities out there. If those organizations are interested in perhaps working with myself or other people, and perhaps delivering different projects, right? Uh, if you're interested, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to this organization and see what the process is going to be. Myself, I might need to find a business partner because to understand everything and operate within the sector might be very complex, and I don't know if it's cost effective to do anything. I think so. What I'm saying is, I kind of understand things, right? Currently, as we speak, I don't know if it's cost effective, right? I understand what people are trying to accomplish here. Myself, I'm trying to generate more interest, comparing to perhaps the way how things are been done right now, and what they are proposing. And if they would pay money, I might be considering doing something. If I have to pay money, I don't know why would I be getting involved in all that, but that's just me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.